Thank you.
Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, Senator Scott. We'll turn next to Senator Warnock. And before Senator Warnock's question, I'm going to have to be out for a period of time, probably about a half an hour, but between now and then, senators will be able to ask their questions, and I'll be back. But I think after Senator Warnock, we'll go to Senator Vance, and then Senator Fetterman, and somewhere in between there, Senator Braun will be back, and he'll ask his questions. Senator Warnock.
Thank you so very much, Chair Casey, for holding this important hearing. And Commissioner O'Malley, it's great to see you again. Of course, I've known you a long time, first as Mayor O'Malley when I pastored a church in Baltimore. Governor O'Malley and now Commissioner, thank you for your lifelong commitment to service. My office frequently hears from Georgians about benefit overpayments and subsequent clawbacks. I know you've talked about that in your opening statement, but I think it's always important that we center the people as we discuss policy, remember the human face of the issues we talk about. A few years ago, Savannah resident Denise got a letter from the Social Security Administration informing her that she owed the agency $58,000 in overpayments through no fault of her own. She wasn't aware of it until she got the notice years later. She couldn't afford to pay that amount back, and the agency reduced her monthly benefits to the point where she can no longer afford her rent. That's the human cost, the human face of these policy issues and issues that need to be resolved. You said one of your priorities is to address overpayments, and I know you've addressed that to some degree in your opening statement. But as we think about the question, how does the agency plan to address this systemic issue? If you were to outline, say, the top 2 or 3 things that you think about that need to be done right now to begin to resolve this, what would those be?
Yes, sir. This is one of the top. On January 2nd, I sent now hear this sort of welcome back after the New Year's holiday to the command staff, the senior executive service. I said, we're in a customer service crisis. Our top priorities are the 1-800 number, the time it takes for a disability determination, and thirdly, to address the injustice we do to real people who, through no fault of their own, find themselves in a position of having 100% of their benefits that they live on intercepted until they can make other overpayment arrangements. Before I had even been confirmed, there was an outstanding person assigned to untangle this problem and its impact, as you said, Senator, on real people, and her name is Leanne Strieber. And she's done an outstanding job to help us do a deep dive and get our heads around what is the universe of people and what are the root causes and what can we do right now so that our obedience to the congressional mandate that we take actions to recover overpayments when there's been a mistake doesn't run contrary to the whole purpose of the act itself, which is to keep seniors from being, put under a bridge through no fault of their own. So the top things that we are doing is today I'm able to announce that we are no longer going to have that clawback cruelty of intercepting 100% of a payment if people do not respond to our notice to call us and work out other terms. The second thing we're going to do is shift the burden from asking the claimant to prove that they didn't contribute to it, instead to a neutral position. If we have reason that says that they were at fault, well, we should have to produce that reason, not them. And then the third thing that we're going to do is, actually 2 more. Third thing is that just as the VA, when they make mistakes, has a 60-month period to recoup that overpayment, we had been operating on 36 months. We're going to extend that to 60. And finally, we're going to make it easier for people who have received an overpayment to be able to file for a waiver and have that issue resolved. And we hope that we're looking to do more as well. I'm not able to announce that now. Because a lot of this involves training and changes of systems so that when people walk into the 1,210 field offices with an overpayment, they're properly managed. But those things will all have a big impact on some of the people who find themselves in the positions like the woman who called your office.
It's good to hear the ways in which you're focused on this, and will remain vigilant alongside you in this effort. People like Denise and others shouldn't have to be penalized for a situation that they did not create. I see I have just 5 seconds, so I'll end with that. Thank you so very much.
Senator, thank you, and for your leadership and friendship through the years.
Great. Thank you for being here.